Hello friends, I'm Phoebe. Welcome to my music discovery journey where I catch up on all the music I missed out on over the years and share my great finds with you. Please like and subscribe if you like the sound of that because every little helps. I'm checking out Wardruna finally. I've had so many people in the comments mention them and I thought it was about time I checked them out. I keep seeing them pop up everywhere and it's a sign, isn't it? I think they've been around since 2003. It looks like they use some traditional instruments, a bit like fawn. I think I'm sure I had a lot more suggestions for Wardruna when I heard fawn. So that's the current connection I have at the moment from memory. The track we're going to listen to today and watch the music video for is Lyfjaberg, which translates to Healing Mountain. Now we're going to check out the lyrics translated from Norwegian to English, and some of them will probably not be a direct meaning. For instance, when I translated Lyfjaberg, it came up as Medicine Rock. Now, Medicine Rock and Healing Mountain sound slightly different. Same sort of wavelength, but there's a different feel there. So just bearing that in mind when I'm going through the lyrics, that we're getting the gist of what the song's about, but it might not be fully accurate or as intended. And I respect that. So let's check out Lyfjaberg. It's 8 minutes 27. We will be starting and stopping for copyright reasons. Sadly, I won't get this cleared. We're walking along the shore. Someone is in the distance. It's a shadow? Oh. Steady drum. Oh, we're walking to the mountain. Is this Aina? Look how it's growing. We will, I know that feels a bit rude, but we will watch that bit again, just because I'm mindful that we've gone over a minute on this. We might get into trouble with the copyright gods. That intro, I love how it gets louder as it progresses and grows, and the drum, whilst it's steady, it felt a bit distant at first, and same thing, the audio increased. It just really sets the scene to feeling quite spiritual. Sounds like they are humming incantations or saying words that are a little bit like rituals. Anyway. So my lyrics are slightly different as well to this, but basically rising from your mind. Let it ride and run. With blind eyes, you will find the way. So you'll if you're lost, you'll find the way somehow. Find that motivation within you. Deeply breathe in. Let thoughts fade. I guess, when you, sometimes people do this when meditating, you take a deep breath in and then you kind of expel the bad stuff out and it feels like you're releasing it out of you. Because then it says slowly release the spirit riding in the wind. That kind of feels like letting go of bad thoughts. Heal yourself, heal your mind, and find the motivation to escape the darkness. I love the constant reiteration of words. I like that the vocals are not like too heavy, too overpowering over the music. It kind of goes well with the level of audio. And we see some of the traditional music instruments there, musical instruments. So it's like a deer hide drum, right? Okay, spin spider, twisting thoughts, whirl in sight is what I have here. It's like spin your web. Or does the spider spin its web? The enchanting song, it beckons mind and soul, something's luring you in. Open the door, reveal hidden veils, hidden secrets. Step forward with bare feet, carrying the heavy burden. It's just carry on from where it started. They're in a dark place and it's saying to come and let go of that, basically. Within your inner self, the path awaits steeply. So it's not easy overcoming darkness and bad thoughts. And it can be a steep climb, right? But it's possible and you can find the strength to reach that high up 9 maiden stand, it says here. Interesting. Very spiritual. That beat, it either feels like someone marching or like a clock ticking. It's really interesting. It's nice and steady. It's got that really calming, steady pace, even though something about it feels a bit sinister. I think it's because they're talking about the dark side of things and trying to heal from that. At the first place where the paths cross, wait. And it talks about removing your clothes, almost like starting afresh. Shed your clothes. Where you're heading, they serve no purpose. Material things, spiritual stuff, for want of a better word, is it doesn't matter about your clothes. It's about bearing all, I guess, bearing your soul. So clothes feel like a bit of an unnecessary thing here. They serve no purpose. The burden lightens, ahead waits a heavier path. Perhaps the struggle, it's not linear. It's not easy to just come out of it, be rid of that. Perhaps it's saying you have to do this first and go through and endure to come out the other side. At the second place where the paths cross, wait. Shed your time, heavy thoughts. Where you're heading, they serve no purpose. The burden lightens, ahead waits a heavier path. So there's stages, and I can see from the lyrics here there's a third stop. So it definitely seems like a step-by-step spiritual guide. Okay, so at the third place, it talks about shedding your fear, remove your masks. You can be yourself. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. They serve no purpose. Masks. The burden lightens. Ahead come the heaviest steps. It's the hardest part of letting go, I guess. Then it talks about being naked on the summit. The mountain knows you. Is it like a mountain of problems, or just reaching the highest point of the struggle to overcome? This feeling knows you well. The northern wind spreads its eagle wings. The wind pulls around you. Talks about the female shadows dancing and enchanting runes. And it's surrounding you, so it's very spiritual now, and it almost feels like the most intense part of the ritual, where they can see and feel things changing within. Perhaps also, sorry, I was going to say obviously, but also with the visuals of this, there was a point where they were in the deep water, thrown in at the deep end almost, when facing problems. That's difficult. It's from the deepest depths to the highest heights. It shows that contrast here with the visuals as well. Wow. So much going on. Oh, wow. We'll go back through that part again. That was quite powerful. So I guess they've jumped from the mountain into the sea. Let's have a look. Sickness and wounds from marrow and bone, from flesh and blood, from skin and hide, in weather and wind, out you vanish. I summon you into the blue mountain, where neither sun nor moon shines upon you. Blue mountain is in the, not quite the mountain that we think, but the blue struggle, the depths, to face the hardest part so far, which is what they did warn us of before. Neither the sun or moon shines upon you. I summon you to the forest where no one dwells, and to the sea where no one rows. Kind of being alone, solitude, but for healing purposes, not a bad thing. Being alone is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's to find yourself, to understand yourself, to make sense, to have calm and think. Not a lot of people like doing that. If it's a difficult situation or they've got to come to terms with something, it's quite challenging, but it can be really, really healthy. Deep under solid rock, where no one's claim, through the flowing river, turning towards the sea. In weather and wind, out you vanish, neither sun nor moon shines upon you. Sink in the sea where no one rows, in the flowing river, turning towards the sea. Slightly different here. I love all the vocals. It heals all who climb. Oh my goodness. This would be amazing live, I can imagine. If anyone has any links to live shows, yes, please. That felt like that was him meditating from the beginning. Wow. I loved all the different voices that we heard. It was kind of overpowering at one point, but like it felt like you have to go through that. It really articulated it well, that you had to go through the more difficult parts to get to the other side. Talking about the mountain, basically, that heals all that climb it. If you can face your fears and face challenges, then you have hope of reaching the other side and being better off. right? But if you don't, how will you know? How will you achieve something good? So that's really interesting. They talked about, I heard them say Lyfjaberg, um, or Lyfjaberger, it felt like they said a couple of times. There's a comfort for the sick and wounded. Everyone who climbs a mountain is healed from lifelong sickness. Leave it all behind. The one who can the mountain saves. Something similar to those. I feel like the translation we had on screen was on the right wavelength. I feel like the translation I have on my screen that you can't see is also kind of loosely on the right track. But I can absolutely imagine that it loses a lot of its meaning when it's translated, just like any other language. But I'm glad to find out what it means and learn more about it. That was really, really cool. Let me see. What is it about? See if there's anything, if it's about anything specific. Wardruna's Lyfjaberg, Healing Mountain, is a Nordic folk song about personal, mental, and spiritual transformation, using the metaphor of climbing a mountain to achieve healing. Yeah, it feels like that. It does feel like that. At least we're on the right path. Based on Old Norse mythology, it depicts a journey to a sacred mountain that provides comfort and cures the sick and sore who endure the climb and bring offerings. Very, very cool. Einar, the band's composer, describes the song as a climb for the mind and spirit as much as the feet and body, focusing on the hard work of healing. That's really, really cool. I did like the images of him at the start, kind of starting the journey and standing in the same spot but seeing everything else unfold, and then it ends with him there. I thought that was really powerful. They remind me of Heilung as well. I think I had some recommendations in my Heilung videos. Either way, I think that was really powerful. And if anyone has a live link, please let me know, because that would be very, very useful. I think that's all I've got to say, but thank you so much to anyone who suggested that. Thank you to anyone over on Patreon. You can join below for free. There's links down there. Or if you want, you can join from £1 and up and get a little shout out on this little thank you at the end of my videos. No pressure at all, because you've already listened to me for 23.5 minutes. So thank you so much for your time. Sorry, no refunds, but take care. See you soon. Bye bye.